Jason, Pete, Hollis Farms this morning. Easing on down to Mississippi. Hoping we get a little hog action, but didn't have any this morning. Kind of late yesterday evening, but right before dark I was feeding the dogs and got a notification. Didn't pay any attention to it. Went on and finished the dogs, and when I got done, I looked back and there was a big old boar hog under the trap. Didn't stay but just a minute. So we missed him, but no more action last night. So I got just a little bit more planting to do today. What we're going to be doing today is a spot where I can't get the grain drill to. So I got just a few bags of wheat left and clover. Just going to put it in the whirly bird. Whirly bird's what I call it, a little spreader that goes behind the tractor. And just kind of top dress it. Then we got some rain coming in, so in these fields we have already sprayed with Roundup, a little bit of moisture in the ground, so I think it'll do fine just on top of the ground. Kind of the only choice we got. You just kind of disc it and then spread it and then cover it up the old-fashioned way, but I'm just gonna spread it on top of the ground and see what happens. And then that should be all the planting, and then all we gotta do is fertilize. I'm about ready to go hunt, but it's gonna be a little bit before I go. I usually don't go too much in the early season anymore. Just stay so busy with stuff, and got some more racing and stuff we want to do. We're just gonna keep at it, keep at these hogs and fiddle around. But we got plenty of time to do some hunting. We're gonna do something. Yeah, Pete. Move out the way. Move. Put a couple of bags of wheat in there now. Put a bag of crinkly clover in there and then mix it up. We are loaded with wheat and crimson clover. Go spread it. Gotta do a little burning now. Try to stay cleaned up. Alright, y'all, hook the feeder filler up to the little Nissan real quick. Finna fill her full of corn and stick it back up under the barn. Alright, y'all, so me and Pete made it back to Alabama. I got him and try to get this camera adjusted a little bit. Ain't doing too good, am I? Make it a little crooked right there. I'm setting it on the back of the range. I believe that'll probably work right there. Let me turn y'all down just a little bit. Alright, so we made it back to Alabama. Pete's eating. I'm going to show y'all our new toy. I've been, some of my customers over the past couple of years have brought these, and I really like them. Really like them. Not sure how long this has been out. This is my new RAVIN R20 CROSSBOW. I went and picked this thing up yesterday. Like I said, I've been wanting one for a pretty long time. I really like to bow hunt. Nothing wrong with gun hunting. Y'all know I like to drop them with a rifle. Want to do some shotgun hunting this year. But anyway, I love to bow hunt. And I've gotten to where I like sitting on the ground. I've got my, what is this thing? Millennium chair out now with my trigger stick. This might be our new tree stand for the year that we use a lot. But anyway, I wanted to use the crossbow. I hadn't even set it in here. Let's see how this, oh yeah, that's going to work. Anyway, I shot it one time in the store. They make a 26 or 29, whatever they call it, that's a little bit shorter than this. Thought this one might be more comfortable, plus they didn't have the short one. Like I said, I shot it one time in the store. This thing is souped up. Let me tell you what. It's got these scopes covers on it. It's got a really nice scope on it. What brand is this thing? It's called a Vortex or something. I don't forgot. Y'all know I ain't much on these names and stuff, but the scope covers will probably come off. I don't know. It'd be nice to leave them on there. Let's see how it works if we leave them on there. Let's see, that thing goes up like, how does it go up? So let's put it on like that. Alright, like I said, shot it one time in the store, so I'm a little slow on it. The other crossbows that we have, super nice. Made by Matthews, I believe they are, whatever they call it. But anyway, the only reason I wanted to get this crossbow is how narrow it is. When you cock it back, I think it's just like 6 inches across here, maybe 8. But anyway, I think it's going to be a lot easier to handle in the woods. I really want to turkey hunt with this thing too. The cool thing about this one that I do like, of course, the scope, you wouldn't have to use it all the time, but it's got a dial right here, just like a red dot scope. You can light it up in different brightnesses, green or red. But the coolest part about this thing, I hope y'all can see it, my bow has got my Matthews bow that I need to get restrung and worked on. My shoulders are bad, so I can't practice a whole lot, but I do want to play with my bow some. Kind of get a little lazy, I guess, in my old age. But anyway, where was I going with that? What was we talking about? Oh yeah. My bow has got one pin on it, and it's got a dial on it that you raise it up and down. And once you set that thing with your bow at 20 yards and put your piece of tape on there, you can dial it to 100. And if you can hold it, it's dead on. Well, this crossbow here comes with it. Let's see. Lock. It's got a lock button on there where it will not move. It's sitting on 20 right now. That's where we shot it in the store. I'm assuming that 431, this thing is shoot 430 feet per second. I mean, you can't even see it. Alright, when you go there, alright, you can hear it click when you go there. Alright, if you was in the wood, like, I'm going to see if y'all can hear this. So when that thing's straight down, listen to it. Y'all hear it click? Alright, well if you was in the stand, it's just smooth as can be, no noise. I mean, this thing goes up to 100 yards, and they say you'd shoot it 100 yards. I would never, but it just raises and lowers that scope, and your yardage is right on the money. All right, my wife's pulling up. What she want? She's laughing at me doing my video. All right, y'all remember where we was at. I'll be right back. We got just a second. My wife needs my Ranger for something. It's no telling what she's fixing to get into. She thinks she can drive it, but she can't drive it too good. She's laughing at me because she knows I'm videoing her right now. Bye, love. All right, back to the crossbow. This thing's gonna be pretty cool. If you're sitting in the woods, I figure, you know, you get in the woods just like a regular bow, you'll range your stuff, a lot of stuff. But I don't know, I'm going to have to practice with it. All right, it's got the, that's my favorite part on it, where you can, I'm gonna set it right on 20, where you can adjust that. The safety is right here. I really like, some of the old crossbows didn't have safeties. I really like the safety. This thing is, it's probably maybe a little bit heavier than my other ones, but it's balanced out good. And I mean, it feels good. Like this time of day, you wouldn't even need those lights. I'm trying to think what else. It's got a level up there on the front, but I don't know if I'd ever pay attention much to that. Like I said, the trigger is super smooth. I got a sling for it. We'll put that on there in a little bit and see how it totes. The one thing I do like about this one compared to some of the others, your arrow or bolt, whatever you want to call it, it actually clips on your string where most all the others just sit on it. And all this thing is doing, once it clips on your string in there, it's riding on them two little wheels right there. That's all it's riding on. It's smooth and fast as can be. All right, let me see if I can remember how to cock this unit. Turn y'all down just a little bit. I'll get out here, maybe y'all can see me. But you put this little handle, like I said, I ain't done this but one time in the store. Put this little handle on here and push, there's a button right here that you push. All right, I gotta push the button. All right, now I'm supposed to back off. All right, there it comes. Y'all watch it. If I can get this handle off. Y'all see that fall? That's pretty neat. That falls, and then you just clip it to your string. And then wind her up. Alright, she's ready. Locked on there. On safety. I may have got out of focus on y'all then, but alright. Let's see if we can put this bolt in here. Alright, you kind of got to go through the level here. It's going to take us a little while to get used to it, but like anything else, we'll get it. I mean, this thing, it ain't nothing. Alright, you got to make sure you push it all the way back to the clicks, just like a regular bow. Look how narrow that thing is. Get y'all focused better. Look how narrow that is. I believe I would cock it. I'm going to cock it before I go to the woods. Won't have an arrow in it, or a bolt most likely. We'll put that sling on here in a minute after we shoot it a time or two and see how it's going to tote on our back. Sling's going to hook right there and right there. I don't know which way is going to be best to tote it up or down, but anyway. Alright, I'm finna set this target out. I got my old rangefinder. I want me a new rangefinder, but this little thing works good. No need in getting another one. So I'm gonna set this little target out there at about 20. And then we'll shoot it. Alright, we are at 20 yards right there. I was dead on in the store yesterday. Let's see what this looks like. Am I in view of y'all? I should be. Alright. Let's see what, I'm going to leave it on safety for a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, this scope here goes up to 8 power. I hadn't even looked at it off of 1. Oh man. You talking about going to be able to zoom in. I think my hat's going to get in the way. Let's go. Take this off for a minute. Gotta make sure I am right. Try to get my eye relief right. We are at 20 yards. Well, I tell you what, I don't want to move that scope. I think it's going to be alright once they get used to where to put my cheek. Alright, fire is down. I'm aiming for the center dot so y'all will know. Man, that thing's bad. Let's go down here and see where I hit. I see where I hit. I mean, this dude is bad. That's pretty good, the first shot. Center hole. Alright, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna dial that thing to 30 and shoot it, and then 40. We're gonna make sure it's on. Alright, y'all, I got her out to 30 now. Gotta get used to my I'm pretty shaky right there. I wonder if I... Alright, we can deal with it. I may need to... Alright, I can deal with that. Alright, my dial's on 30. Yep. Alright. Fire in the hole. Just a little high to the right. I wonder if that ain't me. I'm gonna shoot this thing again at 30 and see if it's me, and then we'll go to 40. Alright, y'all, I shot it one more time at 30. I was just a fuzz high, but not bad. I have moved it to 40 and dialed this up to 40. 40's a pretty long way to me. For some reason I can't get steady. This is gonna be fun in the woods. 40 yards, pretty long way in the woods. Alright, I got her dialed to 40. Arranged it back here, I know I'm 40. Let's see how this one does. I think this thing's shooting so fast that you ain't gonna have to dial it up like that. That was a little high, and I know I wasn't that high. I'm gonna bring it back down to 30. and I'm gonna shoot it at 40. But I believe it's shooting fast enough it'll be on. We're gonna try it one time. Alright, so here's what I did. Left the target at 40. I dialed it back down to 30. Oh, not saying it's not right. This is why you gotta practice. Where you, we dialed on the scope some in the store. So, you know, these things are shooting so fast. For years ago, I only shot one pin on a bow and just kind of adjusted. And they weren't near as fast as this. I bet you this thing drills it. It's either gonna drill it or we're gonna have a flat on a trailer tire. But I got the dial on 30 and the target at 40. I wish it would be this flat because it wouldn't have to do near as much adjusting in the woods. Let's see what happens here. I mean, nearly dead nut. So we know on 30, you could about leave that thing on 30 and raise it up and down and shoot a long way. That's perfect right there. Alright, I'm going to go get this arrow and then I'm going to cock it and we're going to put this sling on and see how it carries. I tell y'all one thing I did. It came with a deal that was bolted right here to mount your quiver and all. I took all that off. I'm just going to stick my little quiver and my bolts in my backpack and just kind of have the bare bow. We're going to put this sling on it here in a minute and try it. And then then I'm going to shoot it one more time. I'll be right back with y'all. Alright y'all, so I went ahead and cocked it back. I think I might could move that tape around and do a little different, but I'm not going to shoot just too far. We're just going to kind of learn. We know the 20's on and 30 out to 40 is good. I believe it'll shoot further than that too. Alright, I got my sling on. We're thinking to see which way is going to be the best way to tote this thing. Oh man, that is way, way better than them others. That thing feels good on your shoulders right there. Them others, it always felt like something was hitting you. That right there is going to work. I like it. I like it. And I did get something else I'll show y'all. I'm going to rig them up for hunting. These things are lighted arrows. The knock on them is going to light up when you shoot it. That's going to make for some good video when we get time to go hunting. Alright y'all, the new RAVIN, or our new RAVIN R20. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's new to us anyway. The new RAVIN R20. If y'all like our stuff, subscribe to us, Hollis Farms. Hats, t-shirts, and stickers, hollisfarms.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.